You know, Jay, maybe you got this all wrong. Maybe DKOldies isn't that bad. Maybe the owner, Drew, came from a good place. Maybe he knows how to handle the staff. I'm sure he had amazing jobs before he started DKOldies. Maybe I should cover my body with maple syrup. Maybe Joey will go out with me.
No.
Skip it up and that up.
Okay, well, here we go again. Let's stop and think about this for a second. When you go out into the world and you look at the moon at nighttime, for some odd reason at night, you think about, what am I going to do in my future? What can I possibly do to bring wealth to my family? And sometimes you have a moral stance in your life and you say, I'm going to do something good. I'm going to do something respectable. I'm going to do something out of love, out of my passion. Let me be honest here for a second. Every aspect of opening a business is about profit at the end of the day. Let's not sugarcoat my dick with maple syrup, okay? Well, we're banned on YouTube. The reason I'm going over this video is because Drew, the owner of DKOldies, made a podcast some time ago, and wow, he talks about the origins of DKOldies and exactly where he got the idea. And he got it from a woman buying a car in his car dealership that he worked at, and then he goes on to call her an idiot. But I mean, this video is lunacy. It's lunacy. And tomorrow, you're going to be introduced to somebody in this video named Anthony, who's sitting on the left side of the screen, and Drew on the right. Just wait until tomorrow when you see how Drew... I mean, I'm blown away. As a past manager of video game stores, seeing how he handles his staff in tomorrow's video is pathetic. So let's get into what you've been waiting for, a video of me covered in maple syrup. By the way, Rich is editing the episodes. We switch places. So Rich, roll it. Roll the clip of the origins of DKOldies, and we're gonna break it down. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great time. I got nothing.
I mean, I don't like talking about it, really. I don't like, I don't think people really want to know that. But, I mean, I'll tell it. I bartended for a while, and I sold cars.
So Drew was working at a car dealership in the beginning. That's interesting. We all know how well-respected car salesmen are in this world, right? Right? You got me down there? No one's there.
And when I was selling cars, a lady came in, and she bought a car, like, all in cash. And I was like, what do you do? This is, like, early 2000s. And she's like, I sell pet supplies online. And like back then, it seems normal now, but back then it was just so weird that this lady would sell pet supplies online. I was like, all right. So I started thinking about, I'm like, well, if that idiot can sell pet supplies online.
And buy a car in cash.
Yeah, I'm like, I can sell pet supplies online, right?
Let me get this straight. A woman comes into the car dealership. He asks her a personal question. She says, I make the money by selling pet supplies online. And then he goes on to call her an idiot. He calls her an idiot. And then guess what? He does the exact same thing. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So I actually went down to the grocery store and I was like, how is this lady selling pet supplies? So I started looking at all like the pet supplies at like the local grocery store. And I'm like, I could just buy it right here and flip it right over. So I told my boss, I'm like, I'm going to be selling stuff online and I'm not going to be selling cars anymore. And he didn't like that. I eventually quit, and then my idea was not to sell video games online. It was to go the other way, and I was going to be a teacher. And I was going to go to college. So, yeah.
I did not know any of this.
Yeah, so
okay.
So while I was going to college, being a teacher, I worked for a guy who sold, he sold stuff online. He sold, how do you say?
Adult videos.
Adult videos. He sold adult videos. And I worked in the warehouse. Kind of what you guys do, just packing and shipping stuff, right? And I did it just to make cash because I was getting married, buying a house.
So the idea starts to swing around in his head and he thinks, online sales, that idiot did it. I'm an idiot. I could do it too. So what does he do? Well, before he gets into selling games online, he works in adult movies in a warehouse. And there's a very interesting part in this video where he essentially is maybe, I mean, this is my interpretation, he's calling Anthony out for watching adult videos, it looks like, or he's making fun of him. Maybe there's an inside joke, but it's really awkward. Watch this.
You know, I told the guy who was selling his lurid material to I'm like, we should get into the video game business. I'm like, you don't want to be doing this. This is terrible. Nobody likes this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah,
Nobody.
no one likes
that.
Go on.
Right?
Right.
The internet was young. eBay was new. And I played video games when I was a kid. And so after my wife and I bought a townhouse, and I was still doing the school thing and everything. And then I bought Double Dragon 2 for the NES on eBay. And I was like, this game's awesome. I got it in. I'm like, I love it. And I'm like, I started looking around. I'm like, man, all these games you could buy for like $2 and $3 and sell them right back on eBay for $5 or $6. So I started doing that. I started buying bigger and bigger amounts of games right on eBay and then turning them right around and then selling them right back on eBay.
So after not becoming a teacher, he did something interesting. He discovered that people on the internet were buying games and flipping them. He bought a game and he realized, I could sell this for a few more dollars on eBay. Now, what is that called? You know, in the gaming industry, in the gaming community, it's like super hated. People hate these people, especially when games come out and then all of a sudden they get flipped. He uses the word flipped. So what is it called? Oh, yeah. A scalper, a flipper, a reseller. Oh, no. Right there is the origins of the store. It didn't come from a moral place. He didn't really seem to have some deep-rooted love in gaming, and he didn't want to bring it to the community. And, you know, of course, businesses need to make money, but he was a car salesman. Then he worked in adult videos. By the way, Drew, call me. I need some videos. And then he flipped games on eBay. He took all of his knowledge about sales and he made DKOldies. He has no background in, from what I can understand, business or dealing with staff at that point in time. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe he was a manager at the car salesman place, or maybe he was a manager, doesn't seem like it, at the adult warehouse he worked in. But in saying that, there's some things that pop up in a second that really make me see he has no idea how to handle the staff at DKOldies. And that's unfortunate because, you know, I'm not going to harp on Anthony. Anthony seems like a very chill type dude, but Drew is like bullying him. And wait until tomorrow because it's lunacy what he does to Anthony in one of the videos that was posted years ago.
And then here we are. Selling a million video games. We sell a lot of video games now.
We sell a lot of video games.
Do you know how many video games we sell every year?
I don't know the statistics now.
I have no idea.
You don't either. I wasn't going to ask.
I'm not very good with the numbers, to tell you the truth.
Very lot. Billions. Okay.
We have a guy, Scott, here, and he's very good with the numbers.
Yes.
And then my wife, she's also very good with the numbers. But me, I'm not. I have no idea what we do around here. I know a lot of things come in and a lot of things definitely go out. Were we supposed to do something next on another topic?
And of course, to nobody's surprise, he's admitting that he knows nothing whatsoever about his sales, which is not very interesting because that's obvious. So why am I bringing it up? Just because it's part of the lunacy at DKOldies. Of course, why would the manager of the store know how many games they sold? Why would he know the profit margins? Why would he know anything? Why would he know that? He wouldn't. Of course he wouldn't. He's not just in charge of the store. You don't just go around the store coming as you please, do you? He does. He apparently doesn't really hang out in the store unless he wants to go in and bully people. We're going to see that tomorrow. And to close the video out, we get to one of the biggest issues that I see sort of revealed in this video, and that is how he deals with his staff. He's saying in the video that he's put down a rule now because it was getting out of hand. People were, you know, I can't say these words on YouTube. Can I say the words on YouTube? We're going to get banned. Rich, we're going to get banned if I say. So without going into the details of that conversation, again, you can find it on YouTube. The video is called Old School Silliness Begins. Episode 1, DKOldies. Go check it out yourself. But again, I'm not going to sit here and make fun of the staff. That's one thing that I've sort of learned about over the last couple of days or even the weeks, that the staff are really not at fault here. To a certain degree, yes, they're obviously not doing their jobs, but I do, again, feel like it comes from the top down, and now we have a more deeper understanding of where the mistakes are coming from and trickling down onto Anthony's head like maple syrup in the sunset, standing on top of a mountain as a polar bear and 6 beavers watch on. I'm Canadian. So the staff issues was sort of a very disappointing part of this video for me, because not only is he admitting there was staff issues that he had to take care of, he's just saying that he put some sort of rule in place because they were a bunch of rowdy teenagers that he hired. So it also brings forth something I'm going to end the video on, and that is, when you're managing these stores, these staff members are not necessarily your friends first. They're employees first. They have rights. They have benefits. Well, maybe they don't have benefits at DKOldies. I don't know. Just guessing. But they definitely have rights. They should be respected. And it seems like Drew is not respecting his staff, especially in this video, because he also, again, he goes on to sort of poke fun at Anthony throughout the whole video. But tomorrow, I keep saying tomorrow, for the love of God. Rich, take off your pants tomorrow. And of course, he ends the video with some of the lamest, cringiest jokes I've ever heard. Let's go out with my favorite. This is great, Drew. Congratulations. This is a great job you've done in the video. I appreciate you. I love you. Like the way you move. I like your glasses. I really do appreciate you helping the channel over this week. Rich, by the way, sends out his love to everybody out there. We really appreciate everybody watching these videos. It means the world to us. And I'll see you tomorrow when I reveal how Drew talks to Anthony. And I feel so bad for Anthony in the video.
Mario is red. Sonic is blue. Press start to join and be my player too.
Beautiful.
Boom.